Hey everybody, and happy Canada Day to my Canadian friends. I'm here to do our weekly video, what's going to be happening with our twin flames and us. So, last week we were talking about how the energies have been affecting us. So some of us, you probably have spoken to your twin flame already, but for others, including myself, our twin flame is still afraid and isn't cooperating with the energies yet. So I just want you to understand, readings are not always wrong, unless if you're being scammed, and honest and truthfully, I am not a scammer, so I would never do that. But sometimes, especially if the readings are meant for the collective, some of us are not where others are yet. And you can't force it because it's all divine timing. So we are going to use a few of my decks. I have cleansed my tarot deck. I've had it on the window overnight, and I've already saged them. And I have cleansed my Angel Answers deck also, because I find with these decks, because they tell you yes or no, and they go into the details, they tend to absorb a lot of negative energies. So if you do not cleanse them, you will have negative readings, and sometimes they won't even help you when you're asking for readings. I also have my soulmate cards, and of course I'll be using also my romantic angels deck, because it is for love. It's all about love. I truly believe in that. A lot of people don't. They figure that I'm happy being alone, dating, but sometimes it's just not satisfying. Eventually you get to that point where it's like, what would it be like to be with somebody else? You know, just to be with somebody. I'm not saying for people to just start dating and, you know, just be with somebody just for the sake of them. No. See, we're humans and we need to procreate, and for those that can't, it's still you're human. You need love. You were brought to this world to love. And yeah, sometimes it doesn't work because what we want or who we want is just not ready for that yet. Doesn't mean that you just can't love yourself or just do the things you need to do until that time comes. And I know it's hard because, trust me, I'm going through a lot of crap. Spiritually, it's great. Everything I've noticed that I've been asking for years has finally started happening. And it's not happening. Of course, it will never happen the way you expect. So, but it's happening, and it's kind of scary because it's like you have to have blind faith. You have to believe in your signs that you're getting and your intuition. Anyways, my last deck that I'm going to be using is the Archangel deck. And these are my inspirational cards because I think we all need inspiration. So this week is July 1st. And like I said, happy Canada Day to my Canadian friends. And we are going to begin. So this will be from today, which is the 1st of July, to the 7th of July. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to choose which deck is calling to me. And it's the Angels Answer deck. So we'd like to know what's going to be happening this coming week between our twin souls and us. Please give me insight. Okay. more of a wait. It's some things that they are going through right now that we need to wait. If you have turned your twin soul's life upside down, kind of like I did, then that's what the waiting card is for. I decided to give him a letter to express exactly what I feel for him and how I have felt throughout the years, and gave him my phone number. So I don't know, somebody's been calling, but really late, and I have not been able to answer the phone because it's late, and my phone, I usually turn off the volume at night so I can sleep. But they don't leave messages, so I don't know if it's him or not. But anyways, let's get back to the reading. So it's still a waiting period for most of us that haven't gotten into union yet. The angels are also asking you, just look for a sign. You got to start clearing your head. And I know, again, it's the hardest thing to do because doubts keep slipping in. My God, does it ever? And it's frustrating, especially when you're going through other things too, and then you still have them. And sometimes for most of us, we're also telepathic, and for me, telepathy is really strong between the two of us. So I feel him and I can hear him at times, and when he can't sleep, neither can I. And I'm sure it's like that for him also, because right now I'm going through a lot of, I don't know, frustrating times. So it's a no. Nothing's going to be happening between us this week, our twin souls, unfortunately. And don't get all discouraged, because I can feel that. I'm feeling it right now. But don't be discouraged, because it just means that, you know, when you want something so bad and you wait, it is the most satisfying and rewarding thing that you could ever go through. And if you rush it, then that's where you have issues and complications with people all the time. And we don't want that, right? So I'm going to use my Archangel deck now. And it'll tell us what our angels want us to know and who we can call upon in our time of stress and doubts because of the slow process in this journey. And we have Archangel Gabriel. It says creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So they're just saying to you to just, they're talking to us. I know that they're talking to me because this week alone I've been seeing so many synchronicities number-wise, like 1s and 2s, 10s, 3s, 4s, 5s, even 9s. And I am going to do an angel reading one day, and I will explain the numbers. I will put it in the below in the lists so you can see what they mean. You can also look it up. It's not hard. Just Google whatever number you keep seeing all the time and just say spiritual meaning, and it'll tell you what it means. Okay? So let's do another one. And we get the victory card. Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been answered and heard. Have faith. So yeah, it's all timing. That's why they're telling us to wait. Okay, and just look for signs, because it's gonna happen. The signs are the synchronicities. So there's a car that used to drive by that always said 444 on the license plate, and that usually means that your angels are always around you, and I believe that because I know they are around me. So the creative writing, I would say it's also YouTubing. You can also record your voice. There's a lot of stuff you can do just to, you know, just be creative. Do something else. It's basically saying just keep your mind free from thoughts of that, which is hard. I know that. So a little tidbit for you also. I was reading an article on manifestation, and it said you had 17 seconds to change a doubt into positiveness, because if you don't, you will manifest that. And unfortunately, it's weird. Negative thoughts manifest quicker than positive thoughts, because with negative thoughts, you give everything into it. All of your emotions go into that. So now we need to turn those negative emotions into positive emotions. And it's hard because sometimes you just want to be in a bad mood. You want to cry and you want to freak out, but you're not allowed to. And that stresses you out too. But I know, trust me, I know. Okay, let's pull one more card. And this is Archangel Zariel. And the card is Counselor. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. That's me. I love to help people, and I love to counsel them and pull cards. Like, I love doing that, and because I know it helps. It helps a lot of people. But just because I'm like that, it doesn't mean that everybody else is. I've got a lot of friends that do these, but I feel so bad asking for readings, so I don't really ask them. Sometimes they just feel that I do, and they will pull me cards, which is awesome. Thank you. But yeah, anyways, I am going to pull from our Romance Angel deck. I'm sorry if my mood feels kind of, I don't know, it's not dark. I'm just gone to the blah stage, I guess, because the phone calls that keeps coming that I never receive because my phone's off or my volume's turned down, and it irritates me because I feel that it's my twin soul, but he's not talking, you know? I'm like, come on, there's media. You can Facebook me, you can text me, you know, God, what is your problem? It's so irritating and it's so frustrating. I'm going to stop before I start freaking crying because I'm not hurt. I'm not even angry. I'm just so tired of waiting, you know? So the person that we're waiting for, the angels wants you to know this could be the one that you've wanted in your life all this time. This is why you have to wait. Like even with wine, you can't just like, you know, make the wine and then you drink it. No, because it's gross. It doesn't taste as good as if you let it sit and ferment, right? Ferment. I think I said that. I don't know. My words are so messed up these days. But yeah, you know, that's just like a relationship. Everything takes time before it can get where it needs to go. And for most of us, it's very, there's a lot of sexual tension, lots of sexual energy that's between the twin souls right now. I know for him and I, it's very strong, and we can feel each other sometimes. And I can feel what he wants to do, and I'm sure he can feel what I want to do. So it's just a matter of time before that gets done. And honestly, you know, the traditional wait for the right time. Well, of course, you have to wait for the right time for them to come, but I'm talking about sexual. You know, how they say, oh, well, you know, wait a couple days, wait a couple weeks, whatever. For most of us, I don't think we're going to be waiting. I think that time when we actually get alone, it's going to be mind-blowing sex. So be prepared, okay? Because I'm telling you, when you finally do get with them, it's going to be epic. So I know that for a fact. And that's not for all of us. It's for some of us. I know that from me because of what I feel from him when I'm close to him, or even when I'm just thinking about him, or just sitting there and all of a sudden he pops into my mind and it's just sex, you know? Anyways, moving on. So that period when you finally reach that period of when the waiting is over, it's going to be like blissful. So the angels want you to enjoy it, and they don't want you to jinx yourself by going, oh, this is perfect. When is it going to be over? Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. We're all guilty of doing that. And, you know, it screws us up so bad. It just takes everything that was coming your way that's good, and it just starts getting dark and shit. So don't. Just, the angels want you to enjoy it. Enjoy every minute of it. And you will just, in return, just keep bringing goodness to your life and goodness to your relationship, because that's what you need. We've all been waiting so long, so don't fuck it up by being stupid. Sorry, I had to say that, and I don't even know, like, I'm trying not to be so blunt, but that's just me. Just, once you get what you want, don't screw it up by bothering them and have your doubts come in. That's like, oh, what have you been doing? How come you haven't called me? If you do that, you screw everything up for yourself. Just letting you know. Relationships a lot about trust. And sometimes there are times when they're just going to want to pull away from you and just go, I just need to be alone for a while. Don't take that as they want to go have sex. Like, come on. A lot of us, you think that guys are just these sex crazed things that walk around with their dicks hanging out of their pants or something, just ready to plunge it in somebody. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Men and women are a lot alike. Okay? I'm sure there's a lot of assholes that are like that out there, but the majority of us aren't. And if that's your twin soul, he's definitely or she's definitely not like that. Okay? So if they want that time, then let them have their time. And don't freak out, because they will feel your negativity. If you push them away, that's your fault. It's not theirs. Okay? Just saying. I'm watching out for you guys, because I know some of you are like that. That's like, okay, well, what the fuck are you? What are you doing? Don't do that. If they want their time, say, okay, that's fine. Call me when you're ready or whatever. That's it. You know, I still love you. Don't worry about it. Take the time that you need. That's all. Even if you don't feel it, please just say it. Okay? Because honestly, if you do things to push them away, you're going to go through this all over again, because it is your twin and they're meant to be with you. So don't push them away. 1 second. I got to pick up this stupid card, and I hope I don't ruin my camera too. Okay, got it. All right. Ouch. So this is what's all happening, okay? So these are things that are going to be happening this week. So when I said it's not happening, it's a no this week, it means physically you're not going to see, most of us are not going to see this happening physically. But in spiritual sense, this is all happening. This, I feel, is what they want, okay? This is our angels that are like trying to encourage us to say, you know what? Just do what you need to do for now. Do you. Heal yourself. Make yourself feel better. Do things for you. And in return, they will come. Okay? They're scared. They're scared that, you know what? I wanted somebody like this, and now they're here and I'm afraid. Okay? They're afraid. So please just have patience and understand that they're just afraid. And that's why they're doing what they're doing, and they're taking forever. Okay? I feel like pulling one more card from this, and then we are going to continue. So they're saying here, you need to pay attention to red flags. And this is exactly what I'm saying. If you are that person that is like possessive and say, okay, well, fine, now you're mine. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything, because then I'm going to think that you're doing something wrong. Don't do that. Don't be that person, because you finally get something and then you're going to ruin it. Don't do that. Okay? I'm not saying that just go, okay, fine, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Don't say that either. Just, if you need that time, that's fine. You know, take all the time you need. You know where I am when you need to find me. That's it. Because you show them that you trust them, and you're not going to be clingy, and you're not going to be like, oh yeah, well now you have to stay with me. You know, just nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. Okay? So I'm going to use for my tarot deck. I'm positive. I know it's going to happen because it's so close now, you know. Most of us has been waiting for so long. It's going to be time. But you have to be patient. We all do. And I hate that word patience now. So, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for divine timing. And it's happening. Your cup is overflowing, but you're so focused on what's not happening that you're not seeing what's happening. And that's me too. I keep getting cards that even says that, you know, blessings are here. They're happening, but you're not noticing it. You know, but we need to pay attention more. We have to. Look at this. This is great. Some of us are in a financial rut right now. Me, for instance, I got a letter from my stupid ass landlord that says that he needs this place for himself and his family. So I have to leave by August 28th, which sucks. Because, see, I wanted to leave all this time. This place is falling apart. It's an illegal apartment. He's not even supposed to have this apartment because he never registered it. But it did me good for the time that I've been here, you know. I had just gotten out of a narcissistic relationship, and that was with my karmic twin, and I had a child with him. But it was time to leave to be safe and to make sure she's safe. So we did. And I gave up a nice big house and moved into a basement apartment. And I know that the angels got my back. And I know they know that it is time for me to have the security that I've been craving, because I really need it. My daughter needs it. And I just can't live like this anymore. So financial stability is coming. I don't know when. They will never tell you when. A friend of mine said something to me that I was like, yeah, it's true. She says that the devil is what gives you timing. And it's true. Sometimes the devil gives you timing and you're hoping and you're like, yes, it's going to happen. And then that day comes and it doesn't happen. Do you know how many times that's happened for me? There's no such thing as human timing when it comes to divine calling. Okay, so when it's time, divinely speaking, it will happen. You're not going to know. And there's nobody out there that really truly knows what's going to be happening. You can get a general idea, but you cannot get this specific date and time. Like, that's just shit and it's lies. Okay? Somebody's going to be taking the leap of faith. That's what this card means. They're looking at everything they have and they're realizing, you know what? It's here. I have it all. Their mind's more calmer and they're more relaxed in this state of, like, you know, I'm going to try. Okay? So they're coming. They're coming. You just got to just hold on, you know? So anyways, I'm going to do a little bit more after as to what's going on in their heads at this moment. What are they deciding to do? Okay. I'm just going to do for my inspirational deck. Oh, another warning. It says, beware, every rose has its thorns. You can get through this. Clear your mind before you open your mouth. So again, don't say things that you're going to regret. Make sure you know what's going on before you say it. Don't go flying off the deep end, because I have a few people in my life that pisses me off that does that. It's like, you know, think before you speak. Figure out what's really going on before you open your fucking mouth. Sorry. Okay. So we're going to do one more card, and that's from my soulmate deck. And it's what your soulmates want you to know. Which, it is soulmate, but it means the twin soul, okay? So this is for the collective, like I said. If you want a personal reading, comment below. Or you can contact me at journeyguidance@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Facebook at Journey Guidance, okay? And it says, two hearts merged into an explosion of love. United, they create unlimited wealth. Together, they fulfill their dreams. So, it's a beautiful card. These are all beautiful cards. So, this is also telling me it's time, you know? It's time. You have to wait just a little bit more, because even though it's divine timing, it's also free will, and they are not ready yet. They're getting there because they're looking at their options right now. That's what this card is. They're looking at their options, and the waters are not as rough as it would be usually. So there's still a lot of emotions that are going on with this person. You know, they don't know what if. That's what they're at this point now. What if? So if they're at this point, it means that it's going to be that time. They're going to just say, you know what, I'm going to try. I'm going to see what's happening. So right now, they're having their friends be their counselor, trying to help them. You know, trying to say, you know, if you really care about this person, then why not? Just see what happens, you know. Just don't put your all into it right now. So don't expect also to go into this relationship and it's just pure magic, just like that. You have to understand, even if it's magic, and then the person just the next day, they're like all into themselves, it's only because they're still scared. They don't know if, should I just give them my whole heart on the table? Here you go. And then you just decide to be a bitch and break it. I'm not saying that you will. I'm just saying that's what they're thinking. Okay? So I guess I'll pull a few more cards as to what's happening in their mind at this very moment. Okay, remember, it's for the collective, so understand that it might not resonate with you, okay? Not all readings that are online will register with everybody, you know, and I mean register as in resonate, okay? I don't know, words just fly into my mouth somehow. I don't know. Okay, here we go. So right now, he's studying things. For me, I think with this card, I think he is reading that letter over again that I have written to him. Because, what is that? Sorry. It's straight up and it's honest, and there's no bullshit in it, you know? It's stuff that needed to be said that nobody was saying. But they're thinking about happy life. Most of them are ready to just be there. Most of them just want to just have this happy life, you know. I don't know if they want kids, but I know they want to have this happy life. Most of them have been there and done that, and they're had enough. They want to see if they can have that life that they want. And that goes for males and females, because I know some of you females out there think that males don't think like that, but they do. They do. They really do. And they're studying things. They're studying their options right now because they want this happy life. They want to be happy with you. So they know they have to make up their mind eventually. This is what the Justice card's saying. They know that eventually their mind has to be made up, because they know that you're frustrated, because they can feel it. Just like how you can feel them, they can feel you, and they know that you're frustrated. They know that if they keep doing this, procrastinating, that you're going to say, fuck it, and I'm done. Even though in reality you can't, because the twin flame connection is for life. So some of us can say fuck it, and then they go and look for somebody else, and they give up, you know. They settle. Never settle. Don't settle. You have such a great life that's coming for you, and if you just hold on a little bit longer, you will have that. Just don't settle, okay? And again, look at this, another beautiful card. Celebrations, okay? So I think they are pointing, their minds right now are pointing to, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So if you want this, if you want the celebration cards, then what do? You think positive. You keep positive thinking happening. You get rid of that doubt. And as soon as you feel that doubt, you say, nah, bitch, get the fuck out of here. You start thinking positive and you visualize your life the way you want it with that person. Because you know what? They are thinking, yes, I want the celebration. I want to do this. These are great cards, okay? Like, this is what's happening with them in their minds right now. They're studying. They're deciding right now as to, I think I'm going to go and do this because I want this happy life. And I find that I've got this feeling that this person can give this to me. Right? And then Judgment card is just saying, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to make up my mind and I'm going to go for it because I feel positive and I feel that this is right for me. Okay? So love and light, and please keep your minds positive. Remember, it only takes 17 seconds for things to go to shit. Okay? I love you all, and please like and subscribe to my videos. Leave a comment below, and I will see you next time. Bye now.